friends, welcome to my channel. So I do love TTD Eye colored contact lenses. They're awesome. But I also am a regular contact lens user every single day because I'm blind. Just a little bit. Anyway, I've been wearing contacts every day since I was about 17 years old, so I feel like I'm a little familiar with contacts. And I would just like to give some general tips for people who may be trying contact lenses for the first time. Let's get started. Tip number 1. So TTD Eye just sent me these colored contacts, so I'm going to be using these as an example. They are prescription, so that's awesome for my blind eyes. Okay, so the first tip is do not wear makeup before putting the contacts in. That is just the worst idea that you could possibly do, because if you're putting it in and it doesn't work out the first time, all your makeup is going to get all over your face. You're just smudging your eye everywhere. So just don't do that. Start off like this and then put your contacts in. You just don't want to deal with it. Tip number 2, always pay attention to the way that the contact lens is folding, because there is a particular way it's supposed to curve. So if it's flipped the wrong way, it's going to have these little lips on the side, and that's going to be really uncomfortable. So you have to make sure to look for that. If you can see this, it's more of a circular shape. If it's flipped on the wrong side, you'll see that it starts to curve and then it kind of flips on the wrong side. So that's bad. Don't do that. Don't do that. Tip number 3, always make sure your hands are clean. Wash them before you put your contacts in your eyes, but make sure they are dry. Make sure it is super light on your finger. The way I always put a contact lens in is to take your middle finger on one hand and then to keep the contact lens on this hand on your middle finger as well. Then use your ring finger to pull down your eye a little bit so there's a little more room for you to put it in. So I do this. Ooh, these look nice. Let me just take a moment to say that these contact lenses are awesome. I just put them in for the first time just now and I love them. More details are in the description below. Once I separate the eyelids a little bit more and put it in, I kind of feel around to make sure it's actually suctioning to my eye, because if it's not, then it's going to stick on your finger or it's just going to be like a mess and then you're going to blink and it's going to fall out. So just be careful and give yourself ample time when you're getting ready in the morning. I used to have to make sure I had like a good 30 minutes extra because my contact lens situation was so unpredictable. Okay, so I just put in the second contact as well. They're looking great, they're soft, comfortable, awesome. Everything is great. Okay, so some more tips. Whatever you do, don't swim in them. If you do, your eyes have to be closed the entire time or else it could really hurt and be very damaging for you, your eye, everything. So don't do that. I always tell my friends the only way that you're gonna get me to go in the water is if you put goggles on me. Yay! Another big don't is do not sleep in them. I've taken naps in them and been okay, and they are a little dry afterwards. So it's not exactly the end of the world if you were to sleep in them, but sleeping overnight, don't do that, and it's going to be super dry. So just try to avoid that if you can, please. The next tip I have is to always carry one of these with you. So these are just contact lens cases. TTD Eye gave me this one, and these come in handy if you have any sort of problem. So if something were to get into your eye or something's bothering it, you want to take them out, instead of just having to throw your contact lenses away, having these in your back pocket with some solution maybe, because then you can just keep them safe until you want to wear them again. Another tip is to always bring some eye drops with you. There are some eye drops that are perfect for dry contact lenses. If your eyes are feeling uncomfortable, you can just get your eye drops out and squeeze them in, and then it'll feel a lot better. Because sometimes contact lenses can get dry and So things to keep with you, these eye drops and some solution. A little thing, maybe that big. Another tip I have is to please avoid rubbing your eyes. I know it's like a huge habit, especially if they're itchy or something, to just like start smudging them everywhere, but it's not good for you or your contact lenses, so just please try to avoid that if you can. Another important thing to think about is always just making sure that your contacts are being soaked in clean solution. So not to reuse the same solution over and over again. That solution may build up like bacteria and some dirt particles, so always making sure that you're doing some new solution so it's nice and clean for when you put it in your eyes. I'm just gonna finish up this video by saying just be as patient as you can be, especially if it's your first time wearing contact lenses. When I first started wearing my contact lenses, I actually did give up. I did it for a week and I was like, nope, I'm okay being blind. But then I got more blind, so it didn't work out. So now I do wear my contacts every day and it is fine. I did get used to it. You saw how easy it was for me just to go whoop, and then there it is. You can see it's great. If you have any more questions, feel free to message me and I'll see if I can help in any way. Let me know if there's any tips that you have. Maybe I forgot some of them. Leave them in the comments below. Just don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.